Hello friends. Today we are traveling to Lorraine, a unique region of France known for its castles, coats of arms, famous dukes and knights who left a significant mark on history. Let's dive into its architecture, history and symbolism.
Lorraine is located in the eastern part of France, bordering Germany and Belgium. The region features diverse landscapes, from hilly areas to fertile plains. The climate is moderately continental, with cold winters and warm summers, providing ideal conditions for agriculture and winemaking.
The history of Lorraine goes back to ancient times. In the Middle Ages, it played a key role in the political and military conflicts of Europe. Lorraine was the arena of struggle between the French and German states. It has experienced many changes, from its unification with the Kingdom of France in 1766 to the period of German occupation in the 19th century. These historical events left a significant mark on the culture and architecture of the region.
Lorraine is not only famous for its castles, but also for its remarkable figures.
Godfrey of Bouillon is one of the most famous knights of Lorraine, widely known as the leader of the First Crusade. He was the Duke of Lower Lorraine and distinguished himself as an outstanding military commander. In 1099, Godfrey led the Crusader forces in the capture of Jerusalem and was proclaimed the defender of the Holy Sepulchre, declining the title of King of the Kingdom of Jerusalem. His nobility, chivalric honor, and religious devotion made him a legendary figure, both in Lorraine and the Christian world.
René II of Lorraine, 1451 to 1508. Duke René II played a key role in the history of Lorraine during its struggle for independence from Burgundy. He is best known for his victory over Charles the Bold, Duke of Burgundy, at the Battle of Nancy in 1477. This battle led to the collapse of the Duchy of Burgundy and allowed Lorraine to maintain its independence. René II also actively supported the cultural development of the region and was a patron of the arts and architecture.
Henry of Lorraine, Duke of Guise, nicknamed Scarface, was the Duke of Lorraine and one of the leaders of the Catholic League during the French Wars of Religion. He sought to preserve Lorraine's independence and strengthen the position of the Catholic faith. Henry I played an important role in the political intrigues of the time and was an active participant in the conflicts between Catholics and Huguenots.
Charles III of Lorraine was the Duke of Lorraine who managed to strengthen the region despite the political tension in Europe at the end of the 16th century. He was a reformer and a patron who transformed Lorraine into a cultural center. Under his rule, the city of Nancy was redesigned and became a symbol of Lorraine's architecture and culture. Charles III also maintained strong ties with the Catholic Church and took part in reinforcing the Counter-Reformation.
Antoine the Good, Duke of Lorraine, actively participated in the Italian Wars on the side of the French and played an important role in defending Lorraine from external threats. His military successes strengthened Lorraine's independence and made him one of the most powerful dukes of his time.
Jean de Joinville was not only a knight, but also a renowned historian. He accompanied King Louis IX on a crusade and became his loyal companion. Jean wrote one of the most valuable chronicles of the time, The Life of Saint Louis, in which he described the events of the Crusades and the daily life of a medieval knight. His works became an important historical source for studying Lorraine and France during that period.
Francis I was the Duke of Lorraine and later became Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire through his marriage to Maria Theresa, Empress of Austria. His rule played a key role in integrating Lorraine into European political processes. In 1736, he ceded Lorraine to the Polish king Stanislaw Leszczyński in exchange for recognition of his imperial title, ending the independent existence of the duchy. Francis I significantly influenced the development of both Lorraine and Central Europe.
Each of these dukes and knights made significant contributions to the region's history, leaving a legacy still honored today. The coat of arms of Lorraine features a red field with 2 silver diagonal stripes and a golden cross crossing the center. This cross symbolizes Christian values and Lorraine's significant role in the Crusades. The red color represents bravery and warrior spirit, while the silver stripes stand for purity and nobility. Lorraine is known for its diverse architectural styles, including Romanesque, Gothic, and Renaissance. These styles reflect the region's history and the cultural influences brought to Lorraine from France and Germany. Gothic castles with their high towers and majestic windows contrast with more functional Romanesque fortresses. During the Renaissance, castles became more refined and decorative.
Nancy Castle is one of the most famous in the region. It was built in the 14th century and served as the residence of the Dukes of Lorraine. The architecture combines Gothic and Renaissance elements, and inside, you can find magnificent halls and works of art.
Saint-Julien-lès-Metz Castle, built in the 13th century, is a perfect example of medieval architecture. It played a strategic role in defending the region from enemies. Today, the castle is surrounded by a picturesque park, making it a popular tourist destination.
Lunéville Castle, constructed in the early 18th century, is renowned for its splendid decoration and garden in the French classical style. It served as the residence of the Dukes of Lorraine and became a cultural center for the region.
Château-Salins is a castle that blends elements of medieval and Renaissance architecture. Its unique features, such as tall towers and intricate facades, attract tourists from around the world.
Lorraine is not just about beautiful castles, but it is also a crucial part of the history of France and Europe. The coats of arms, dukes, and knights of Lorraine have left behind a rich legacy, which continues to attract historians and tourists from all over the world. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe to the channel and don't miss our next videos on French castles.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next stories about castles and their legends. See you in future episodes.